So the third is the right rewards, right? So why you want to have the right rewards is, one, you want to reward the right behaviors, and you want to reward them properly. And I mean, the most typical rewards that when we say rewards in a company, we always think remuneration, more pay, maybe more leave days, maybe we're lucky lunch with the CEO. Probably never happens, but it could be that. So it's very typical, and that's fine. And those are examples of extrinsic rewards, more tangible, and those are the most immediate that we know is because we're used to it, right? When we go to work because we want to get paid, and if you want me to do more, you should pay me more. So we talked about motivations in the first tip, right? So once you know what motivations they have, you'll know what intrinsic rewards will be related to those motivations that they have. So kind of like, for example, if you know that they are the kind of people very social, right? Then you could consider spotlighting them, which means you acknowledge them in public, right? Whether it's through an email or in a town hall, for example, you could say like the CEO or one of the senior management could just say like, look, yesterday or the day before, there was this particular person. They can name that person and say they did this particular thing, and it was a really good display of our core values. And I just want to take a moment to appreciate this person and what they did. And just that, it costs you nothing, but it means the world to the person. And by just saying that, they will feel more loyal to the company and feel like, you know what, I did this behavior, which is in line with the values of the company, and I got rewarded for it. I will do more of it. And other people will see like, oh, that person got, acknowledged, and they may not say it out loud, but they're like, you know what, I'm going to do this next time because I will, hopefully I'll get that same response as well. And that is a simple way to kind of just motivate someone, and it's free, and it's very impactful. Another thing you could do is, for example, if you know that they are the kind who likes to volunteer, which is going back to epic meaning and calling, which is the first core drive from the Octalysis framework. If you know that that's something they respond to, then consider having things like volunteer programs that they can join, provided as part of the culture that you want to create or the environment that you want to provide. The company is going to have regular charity drives or opportunities for employees to volunteer at soup kitchens. Give them a chance to volunteer, and they'll feel like, you know what, this company is in line with my beliefs and my motivations, and it makes me want to be more involved with the company and its culture because it is the culture, right? So knowing this,
really interesting. It's not just the monetary remuneration or the monetary rewards, or the free ice cream and free meals and all that, but it's really understanding what's important to them. I mean, how many people would think that, okay, giving my people an opportunity to gotong royong or to volunteer is actually a way of rewarding them? It's not something that we commonly think about. It's interesting.
Yes, but it has to be related to the motivation, because I can imagine some people hearing like, you mean I can do this and it will be rewarded for it intrinsically for free and I get free labor or whatever it may be. So it doesn't really work that way. You have to know if it's really something that responds to. And if you do everything right, what happens is that you create advocates of the culture, because it's like all the pieces are in place. The environment is correct. You have onboarded them properly and they feel safe to do all these things and they know how to behave. And they get the right rewards. This just creates the ideal, employee to the company. And when you have more of these people, they become advocates. They tend to go to other people and say, hey, look, you shouldn't do this because it's not something that we kind of like is part of our culture or in line with what we do here. And you give them the right feedback, and they become champions of the culture, and they are able to influence other people, and the culture becomes stronger and stronger and stronger.